Wait 1 second, making sure I'm recording. I should be recording now. Okay. Hello and welcome to Strategic Mind. I cannot remember the rest of the name. A game that we got from Keymailer, but hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe. Now, we did play this game previously, but let's see what
The Republic
changed.
of Finland was declared in 1917
I think
and
we're just gonna
established
jump right
itself in
into
a
it, I tell
bitter
you.
civil war against
We're going with
communism.
storytelling.
Now,
Because I'm terrible, I tell you, at, strategy games. Soviet-Finnish border, 30th November, 1939. The Winter War is a war that I really, enjoy researching. It's quite an interesting war, I tell you. Especially as it also gets crumbled into World War II. And also, as it gets crumbled into World War II, there is another war in World War II that also got crumbled in, and that's the Sino-Japanese
And so,
War.
the Soviet Union shows its true colors. Their
Yes.
troops have crossed our border in force.
Shall we give them a
Gentlemen, the war that began in
Molotov
Poland
cocktail?
has finally come to us.
The Soviets claim our troops shelled their positions near the village of Mainila.
An absurd accusation, and they know it. Our artillery was pulled back precisely to prevent an incident like that.
Exactly.
Hey.
They simply needed an excuse to invade us. Now, they've created one.
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who fired the first shot. Now we have to defend ourselves.
It does matter to the League of Nations. Our government wants to appeal to the League for assistance.
That's nice, but the League can't help Finland if there is no more Finland to help.
I do want to point out something.
Just so. We must hold the line, General Osh.
the Soviet
And you are
border.
the best defensive tactician we have.
They're talking
You'll
about
have
like
your
this
hands
war
full,
just
General.
happened.
The
It just
Soviets plan to
started.
overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
But the map is like, a late,
A few more months to prepare would have
late in
helped.
history one of it.
Our main defensive line is still unfinished.
Then we'll have to rely on your skill and the sisu of our soldiers. I am placing my trust in you, General.
I won't let you down. But that appeal to the League, I suggest you tell our government to hurry.
You know what, I've got to say the animation was, pretty smooth, I would definitely say. Definitely quite smooth. A Molotov cocktail. You drop supply
General
packages on
Iro,
us.
give us a
we give you
situation
Molotov
report.
cocktails.
The Soviet forces have broken through our border defenses. According to the field reports, they expect this initial attack to push all the way to Viipuri.
Well, they won't reach it. General Osh, you will make sure of it. Destroy the enemy's forward units. The time for diplomacy is over.
Understood,
Okay.
Field Marshal. Our soldiers will meet the enemy at Kanadiarvi. The landscape there is excellent for defense. However, we can't hold the enemy there for long. My current forces won't nearly be enough.
I understand. You'll be reinforced at the earliest opportunity, but before that, the fate of Finland depends on your leadership. Do not let your country down, Leonard.
Okay.
General Oish, strange enemy activity has been spotted at Patriki. Send in aviation reconnaissance as soon as possible to see what the Soviets are planning.
Understood,
Yeah.
General Iro. I will give the orders.
Okay, I guess I need air. So I guess to get air, we're probably gonna have to go take this airfield. Again.
Armored vehicle reporting.
You know what?
The forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core units'
This
strength
is,
indicator is
artillery,
green and
right?
round shaped,
Yeah.
and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
Standing by for orders. Artillery, relocating.
Okay. I have my reasons for pulling up the artillery here. And that's just so I can bomb these ones over here. Because if I can break open a good sizable inland area, we can cross over this bridge, we can go this way. We could possibly link up with this one and then cross through the woods into here. But with getting the Air Force, we could recon the site before, take this location, and then just walk right into it. I need a better view of this. So, I guess that's where I'm supposed to take. So aircon there, the Air Force there, air recon, and then move up there. Yeah. The thing is, when I played this originally, right, I got kind of overwhelmed right at the end when I was finally, you know, actually doing stuff. We got overwhelmed at the very end and someone took the original position, ending the game. But you just get so many tasks that you have to try and, you know, pick what one you want to spend all your units on.
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit has attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
Okay. And turn. Yeah, that bit there up there just happens all the time. And there's an enemy tank. And the enemy armored vehicles coming around. Oh. And that's sitting there. But I do have 2 enemy forces here.
I asked you to conduct aerial reconnaissance, General Oesch. You didn't listen. And now God only knows what the Soviets are planning.
You just gave
General
me...
Oesch, an opportunity presents itself to capture some Soviet vehicles.
I don't even have the Air
Our
Force
scouts
yet.
report that there are several disabled Soviet tanks currently in Korkanmaki.
This is
Capture
my
those
problem that I
tanks
had
before
last
the Bolsheviks get them back on the road.
time. Like,
We could
even in
definitely use some
storytelling mode,
armor
you
in
just
this
get
army.
overwhelmed.
Thanks for the tip. I'll see about paying the Bolsheviks a visit.
How far can I send a troop, man?
Free our home, our faith, and our country. Understood?
Go that way. I never realized how good that position would be, you know, going down that path. They can't move no more. But
Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and in close combat, so it needs to be protected.
Prepare for combat.
Armed and ready.
yeah, I can't do anything here. I'm gonna have to end turn. That 2 battle bit will always happen. It's very annoying, I tell you. They're obliterated. They're about to get obliterated. Well, I guess not.
Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps.
The Soviet offensive has been repelled, Field Marshal.
Excellent work, General Oesch. This gives us some time and we must use it well. I'm sending you some reinforcements as we speak. Assume the command.
We will be fed after this.
Your next task will be to capture the airfield near Mustamaki.
Yeah,
Take
so
it
we're
from the
gonna actually use the
Soviets
Air Force.
and we'll be able to send in the Air Force.
Whatever
we go.
you send, I won't say no to it. We're dealing with an invasion here. I'll give orders to capture that airfield.
Ah, poop, there was a... I realised what was there. I realised what was there. That's yeah. Wait, was that always there? I thought there was a, you know, bunker there. Yeah, there used to be a bunker there.
Armored vehicle reporting.
I can't do
Infantry
anything
is
there,
good for
but-
assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched infantry is a tough target for the enemy assault.
Orders received.
Going to the forest. So they cannot, you know, it'd be harder for them to get into the forest. Okay. Oh, that's a really tough, you know, thing right there. Oh. Ah, that's tough.
Greetings, General Oesch. Our intelligence service reports that the Soviets have recently captured a warehouse in this area, one we couldn't evacuate on time. We cannot afford to waste valuable army equipment like that. Retake the warehouse at the earliest opportunity.
Okay.
Thank you for the information, General Iroh. I will see what I can do.
Free our home, our faith, and our country.
I guess I can't go that. Why did it tell me that I could go all the way down there, but then it just pulls back on that decision? You know what, I might actually just make a run for the, you know, that target there. I guess that's not the target, it's down there, isn't it?
Tank ready for duty.
Beware the fire support of the enemy artillery if you attack enemy damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are two types of damage, lethal and non-lethal. Both lethal and non-lethal damage decrease the unit's strength. However, non-lethal damage at the same time increases the number of units damaged, which can later be restored. Naval units always receive only lethal damage, however they have multiple ship parts with their corresponding HP, thus damage against them is split. Ship parts except the hull are repaired over time by ship maintenance. Hull HP cannot be restored in any way during the operation.
Can't hide from us.
Ready to roll out.
We'll flatten them.
Long-range recon awaiting orders.
This unit has heavy equipment. Units with heavy equipment cannot move if they do not have ground transport. Additionally, they cannot board air transport and can only disembark from naval transport at a seaport.
I really want to make a run for that location.
We'll be there.
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment. The unit can have up to 6
Okay, WWII.
Here to defend our homeland.
Guns cleaned and ready to fire.
Just a bullet.
Good work on that target.
Can't hide from us.
Your unit has
The airfield is ours, Field Marshal Mannerheim.
Good to hear. Our combat aviation is now under your command. General Oesch, the time has come for a counterattack. You need to recapture the city of Raivola. That will serve as a cold shower for the Reds.
It will be done, Field Marshal Mannerheim.
Okay. That is not too tough of an enemy, I tell you.
Finnish artillery reporting.
Tank ready for duty. No driving us from here.
You know what, I do really enjoy that kind of, you know, stuff that you can get to see this.
You have
And I
captured
really
an
like
enemy
how it
supply
wobbles
point
on the
intact.
blade.
It can now be used to supply your troops.
We are unmatched. We are unmatched.
Where's my,
Fighter planes are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
we're sending in the bombers first, before I move in the troops. Sometimes it's a bad decision. Oh, poop! Ah, that really...
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops, although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units Overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
Can't someone else pull this thing?
Okay. Oh.
Free
There's
our
nothing
home, our faith, and our country.
Yeah, that can't be
We
done
do
yet.
not miss. Artillery
we do not miss.
on the move.
Miss these 10 times.
Recon
there
patrol
we go.
standing by. Radio loud and clear.
Civil Guard is here!
Okay,
Let's
civil
waste
guard.
no...
Fuel tanks are almost empty. If the unit is within the supply zone, fuel will be resupplied at the end of turn.
Squad! On the move!
Okay, luckily they're not moving their units from this location up here. They do have conscripts from 1939. But luckily that is not too much of a problem. It's sinking. What is going on? Oh, they're about to bomb.
General Oesch, something absolutely infuriating is happening at Kivenapa. Eyewitnesses report a Soviet armored car with a loudspeaker mounted on it.
Didn't think anything could infuriate you, Iro. But I suppose listening about the joys awaiting Finland under communism will get on anybody's nerves.
Precisely. Our people are more or less immune to that nonsense, but it makes the Soviet soldiers fight with added enthusiasm. For God's sake, get in there and shut that circus down.
Okay. So it's all the way there. Yeah.
We do not miss. Artillery, awaiting orders. Target coordinates received.
Guarding our lands from Hanko to Petsamo.
Thing is, I could.
We will be
Like
fed
that.
after this, right?
Engaging the enemy. Standing up. Target sighted.
Watch out, it's anti-aircraft overwatch fire. It is costly to attack the enemy positions protected by anti-aircraft units. Try making a preliminary attack on the enemy anti-aircraft units to disable their overwatch ability before sending any aircraft squadrons to engage them.
Where is my big bomber?
Ready to wreak some havoc?
Do. Where's this bomber? Ah, there we go.
Let's waste no time.
We are unmatched.
Bomber squadrons standing by.
You can't just drop the bombs now.
Hostiles are scattering. Ready for a raid.
We are unmatched.
Finnish bombers ready for duty.
Long-range recon awaiting orders.
An anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
Tank crew reporting. Fire!
It's just got to drive all that way. I love how it just destroys everything in its path and area. Oh, that's great, how you. Okay. Well,
We punched right through them!
there we go. They surrendered.
Let's waste no time.
Standing up.
Tanks are here.
Yeah, no
We
tanks
do
are
our
here.
scouting on foot. Keep the base.
Shoulder to shoulder, side by side. We'll be there. Free our home, our faith, and our country. Here to defend our homeland.
I should really move that troop over, but then that's there. I would not have enough turns to kill both of them. Is there really no troops that I can just grab?
Anti-tank artillery is effective against tanks and other hard targets. Your best tactic when using anti-tank artillery is to position it next to your other forces to provide them with fire support versus attacks from enemy tanks.
Need a scout? The enemy won't hide.
Totally forgot that we had this guy.
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive, since it provides...
And turn. That thing really picked the worst position to go to. Oh, these bombers are still up. Wait, what?
Shoulder to shoulder, side by side.
All city...
We've captured several Soviet T-26 tanks, General Ira. Thank you for the tip once more.
Splendid.
There we
May
go.
they serve you well in the field.
That's one for the newspapers.
They just absolutely doomed themselves. They moved away from... I don't even know why they did
Awaiting
that.
orders.
I really don't understand why they did that.
Finnish bombers ready for duty. Bombs away. Hey, Ivan, catch. Almost out of bombs. If I go any faster, the plane will break up.
Weapons free. We've forced them to retreat.
There we go. Hopefully that means
Awaiting orders.
I can just send a troop in.
We are unmatched.
Destroy that.
Enemy blown apart. Orders clear.
There you go.
Here to defend our homeland. This will look much better with a Finnish line over.
Our aircraft can now
There we
use
go.
this airfield.
Ready to wreak some havoc? Hostiles are scattering.
That's like
We
the worst
fight
place
like our
to...
fathers did.
That's the worst place to actually...
I got one.
You just show a bunch
Long
of
range
fleeing
recon
enemies.
awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Read you loud and clear, Control. Ah, another 12-hour shift. Anything for the homeland.
We stay sharp. En route.
Was I sending anything else? No.
Finnish tank killers have arrived.
Into that
Tank
forest.
killers relocating.
Where are they? Sorry, I'm so confused. Where are the conscripts that I just seen were here? That is really worrying.
Standing by for orders. Orders received. Armed and ready.
Soon.
Finnish armor standing by. Coordinates confirmed.
Okay, now that's there.
Bomber squadron standing by.
Where is
Orders confirmed.
Let's go there.
Almost out of bombs.
Fly to the nearest.
A trip back to base is in order. Fighter squadron standing by.
I guess that one won't fly back.
Infantry standing by. Invaders must die!
Artillery standing by. Primary target destroyed. Check fire. Standing by for orders.
Need a scout?
I need some troops to go capture this area that Sinks is still under. That's basically my entire trade route right there is totally done because of that one point. Flying to some base up here. Ooh. Worst decision you could have made there, my friend. Because
Tanks
now
are here.
you're stuck between two enemies.
Load the high explosive.
Here to defend our homeland. That's one for the newspapers.
You go like that,
Tanks are here.
like that.
Tank ready for duty. Retaking what's ours.
There we go. Guess that means a refuel
The
now.
sky is ours. Understood. Moving.
What's there? Aircrafts? Something? It's very,
Civil
you know,
Guard reporting for duty.
sometimes, you know, it's very odd trying to figure out.
Capture it for Finland.
We've bitten the Soviets out of all local key points, Field Marshal Mannerheim.
Excellent work, General Osh. Let the Bolsheviks know this war won't be a relaxing walk in the woods for them.
Oh wait, Bronze Victor. Finish operation. Helsinki, the capital of Finland.
Brave soldiers of Finland. Our century-old enemy is attacking our country again. The soldier's trust in his leaders is the first condition for success. You know me, and I know you, and I know that each of you is ready to fulfill your duties until death. We fight for our home,
cool.
our faith, and our fatherland.
Second time around, we actually did quite well. Like, I played this game, the demo, a while ago. And you know what? There's actually a campaign map. So I guess you'd be able to go with all of these. I guess it's what, you know, it's available right now. So maybe you'll start to go up and up and up. I saw this part was also part of Finland during the Winter War. Let me check that. Wait 1 second. I want to check it. Yeah, it is quite accurate to what the map. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a exact copy, I tell you. This bit right here. I always knew it was always thought about these lakes around here, I tell you. This lake and this lake. Let's see. And that's why in Second World War they decided to join the Germans so they could reclaim their land, but because it would fall into Germans' hands and then they would have to deal with the Germans, and they did not want that. Let's see. I always knew this terrain here is Finland. But it's quite odd that it was not Finland. Wait 1 second. I'm looking at pictures right now of the, you know, border and how it changes over the years. You know, they never really, you know, changed their borders too much, I tell you. Like, what's the border of Finland now? Let me check. You know what? It's kinda the same. Their border's kinda the same. Yeah, it's kinda the same. Yeah. Finland's borders are basically the same as it was. Apart from a long line a little bit back from here, but a long line that goes along that bit right there. And then goes inwards, and then outwards, and then inwards. If you know what I mean. It's kind of just the same. Okay. Well, I do not think we're going to play more of the campaign, I tell you. I guess we can talk to them.
I've had a long career and I've seen methods of warfare change many times. The only constant is the vital role of logistics, the regular deliveries of fuel and ammunition. Disrupt the supply lines and you'll make even the strongest enemy helpless.
Quite true.
The Russians picked a strange time to attack. Who in their right mind invades in winter, especially in this climate? Our men will weather the cold, but our vehicles may not. Make sure our motorized units all receive winterized equipment, or they won't be of any use.
And I guess this is all the point stuff. It's actually quite cool, huh? It is quite cool. So I guess this is learn. Oh, you can learn how to be better with your HQ skills. That is awesome. So yeah, I can learn. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. You can basically train yourself to be in a certain, you know, HQ style. Like, I want to be offensive but defensive at the same time. That's actually quite cool. That is quite cool. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this. Have a nice day, safe, hope to supple, maybe some more shooting, vitamins, very important. And bye-bye, see you next time. Have a nice day, bye-bye.